Hello everybody, welcome back to me, BearHugs. Today we are going to be playing Doki Doki Literature Club, or DDLC. So I just recorded the Baldi's Basics, so I'm going to have like all these in a chunk. I even have Fears to Fathom, like over here. So I'm going to have Fighting Friday for 3 weeks at least. And what we're going to do, we're going to alternate between, I can't even speak, Baldi's Basics, Doki Doki Literature Club, and then, Fears to Fathom. Alright, so we got all 3 games, and after this I'm gonna record Fears to Fathom. And I think I have to record Fears to Fathom on like one video, so I'm gonna do that. But I don't know how long this game is, so I guess that's it for the intro. Team Salvato. So I can't even read. Salvato. Salvato. Why did I get it? Okay. Why did I get it? Like, I immediately got a Doki Doki. I don't need that. New game. Please enter your name. Did we go with the classic my name or BearHugs? You know what? We'll go BearHugs. Hey! You see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention that she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never seen yourself making today because it kind of works out, because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, and starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But she's gonna chase after me like this. I almost feel better off running away. Dang, my character's a savage. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ha! What y'all got me playing? I overslept again, but I caught you this time. This is me. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Yeah, you say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, BearHugs. I'm sorry. My bad, cuh. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them thinking we're a couple or something. What is this game? What do y'all got me playing? Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you didn't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. With the squiggly mark. Does anyone even know what that's called? Whatever you say, Sayori. For real. We cross the street together and make our way to school. I'm homeschooled. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, BearHugs, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? Esports. Smash Bros. I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. Esports. I haven't been looking either. Fire. That's literally me though. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? Real. I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. That's rude. My character is so rude. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content by just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Yo, this is actually so accurate though. This is me. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. I'm a social butterfly, man. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're being happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real. What is a NEET? A not in education, employment, and training. Well, it's not me. You trust me, right? No, don't make me keep worrying about you. All right. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Or at least promise me you'll try a little. Yeah, I guess I'll just promise you that. Yay! My voice cracked. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at a wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. That's probably how I would say it. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. They better be watching AOT and Death Note. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come in the classroom when I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. Embarrassing. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. I'm impressed? Ooh, you don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, that you can come by to my club. No, wait, club? Oh, okay. I'm already lost. Sayori, yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie, okay. Why y'all got me playing these? Sayori's vice president of the literature club. I'm not joining that, by the way. That, like, if we're being IRL, hold on, let me turn this down. If I'm being IRL, like, for real, I'm never joining a literature club. I hate literature, like, completely. Oh my gosh, I hate literature so bad. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure that she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Where's the 1% of me? Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. Oh, my freaking headphones died. Oops. I kind of told the club yesterday that I would bring in a new member. Natsuki make cupcakes and everything. Who's Natsuki? Don't make promises you can't keep. I literally just said that. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead. Or if she's so cunning to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? For real, that's me. Yes, let's go. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake.
What? Bro, what are you talking about?
I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It is a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about. Oh gosh, I'm cooked. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, BearHugs. What a nice surprise. Who are you? Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredible. Okay.
Trust me, no, I wouldn't say that, right? I wouldn't say that. That's like low. That's lowly. I wouldn't say that. I would say nice girls. Okay, nice.
Not incredibly cute. Okay. You know what? Whatever.
What do y'all got me playing, bro?
What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Dang. Sorry. Natsuki. Okay, so that's Natsuki. Got you. That's Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. With the little, what's with the squiggly line? Y'all gonna make me turn off this game, by the way. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. This is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Okay. Yuri, the one who's apparently... Okay. I can't even read. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica. Is that right? That's... Okay. That's her. This is Monica. That's right. It's great to see you again, BearHugs. Nice to see you, too, I guess. Monica smiles sweetly. What is that pose? We do know each other well. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class like last year. That means we barely knew each other. We rarely talked. Monica was probably the most popular girl in the class. Okay, hold on. All right. Let me get into my reading atmosphere because this is gonna have a lot of reading apparently. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, and athletic. Okay. Basically, completely out of my league. Like I care. So having this smartness so genuinely feels a little... So my character is a simp. I shouldn't name him Coward or Howard. What's a good name for a dude like this? You too, Monica. Okay. You know what? Anytime there's these things, you know the stutters. Yeah, no. I'm just gonna be like you too, because I'm not a simp. Come sit down, BearHugs. We made room. I can't even say my name. Come down. Come sit down, BearHugs. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes with the squiggly line again. Hey, I'll make them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? You got coffee? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa, Dad! Natsuki lifts the foil off to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolates were used to make ears. So cute! Squealy line. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. I would just bite in it, dog. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Please don't tell me you got a crush on me. I literally just came into this classroom. Oh, is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. I always say this is awesome, probably. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Sayori's well, maybe. But not for, okay, not for you. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. I want coffee, Yuri. Carefully places a teacup in front of all of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. Keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I don't read. I guess. I did start on, I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not insulted. Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Okay, I'm a simp. My character's a simp. Well, tea and reading may not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I do not enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. What is this game? Matter of fact, this isn't even a game. This is just a reading simulator. Or visual novel games. That's what they're called. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? Oh, look, Monica, I wanted to join the video game. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it is my duty to make the club fun and excited for everyone. Fun. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You should probably be a board member of you could probably be a board member for any of major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica is a really great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You can put it that way. It's like starting a channel, basically. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the efforts to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You would have to work hard and convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees, except me. I just want a video game. I'm gonna go back home and play Smash Bros. With my 6 mil NES. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to just define these three. Maybe that's why they were all delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still really don't know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. Real, I hate literature. So BearHugs, what kinds of things do you like to read? Comics. I don't know if that counts. Well, considering how little I've read these past few... Yo, this thing knows me so well when it doesn't. I don't like tea, but I like coffee, so... Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It's like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. No, it can't. I hate reading. Unless it's the Bible, then I love reading. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Oh, why is my character a simp? What do you guys got me playing, dog? Why'd y'all vote for this? Why is this second next to Baldi's Basics? Y'all got me playing 2 games that, like... Anyways, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep in complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. That's a mouthful of words. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. There's no way somebody in the real world talks like this. If you talk like this, I want to see you, IRL. Why? Why do you talk like... Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. Okay, but I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me. Well, nobody talks like this. And then this music. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination and completely throw you for a loop? I'm gonna have trouble reading her. I'm gonna have trouble reading her sentences. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. How convenient. I read a horror book once. Five Nights at Freddy's. I desperately grab something I can relate to at the minimal level. I would not say that. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with The Rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you can say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often successful at changing the way you look at the world. If only for a brief moment. I literally just noticed these. I don't know what these are. What does this do? Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Don't get me involved in this. I don't want to be part of this. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. Give that back. Fine, with squiggly line. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Okay, interesting. Shiori sidles? Okay, you know what? Sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Yeah, I guess I do sometimes. Yeah, sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. No, I don't. Why don't you share them sometime? No! I'm just trying to be nice. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I wouldn't say that. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Who speaks like this? Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Aren't you like the club leader? Aren't you supposed to know that? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Nothing. Okay. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Question mark. Yeah, what? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah! Let's do it. Why is she so hyped? Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us get a little more help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, BearHugs? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Stops smiling at me. Hold on, there's still one problem. Huh? What's that? Now we're back to the original topic of me Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I've bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Real. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. Like, you like don't want to join the video game club, huh? Like, come on. All four girls stared back at me with dejected eyes. Okay, I hate literature, so. But I'm sorry. I thought, of course, BearHugs. You all. I'm defenseless against these girls. Why does my character have to be such a simp? How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these people. Yeah. Whatever you say, game me. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. I want to throw my mouse across the wall. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes! I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super mad. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remembers tonight's assignment. Everyone remember tonight's assignment, BearHugs. Come on. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over me once more. BearHugs, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself like this. Like, camera. Yeah. Can I really impress the classroom? I will throw my mouse across the wall. Can I really impress the classroom, Monica, with my mediocre writing skills? Yeah. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, BearHugs, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to go closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. Thank you, Lord. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Alright, that was a lot of reading. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Am I not mistaken? There was supposed to be 4 here. There's only 3. You know what? I'm not even gonna... Memories. Music. Destiny. Contamination. Hop. I have no idea what I'm doing right now. Determination. Disaster? Philosophy. Heaven sent? Oh, I'm choosing all first. I just noticed that. Okay. I'm just gonna keep choosing these. I don't know what I just did. I just started spamming. Hi again, BearHugs. Hi, person Monica. Hi. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha. Nah, don't worry. For real, I would say nah, though. Nah, don't worry. This may be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else was already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, BearHugs. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making sure you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. Dang. Why Sayori snitching on me? I don't know if you plan to come here and just hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, you will not see the end of it. Okay, now I'm just making this into my own words. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club. Dang. Everyone's snitching on each other. M. Okay. But Natsuki finds herself stuck between Monica and manga. Okay. Manga is literature. I agree. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. BearHugs always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. And that's exactly why I don't play online Super Smash. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Okay, I like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is always so messy, it's distracting. Okay, I guess we're all snitching on each other now. And you almost set your house on fire once? Lord Jesus, what happened? Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and BearHugs can become good friends too. Oh, so you don't want to be friends with me? I see how it is. Alright, Sayori. And then I say nothing. Okay. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. And she got her, apparently we got her blushing like crazy. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What did I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Happer, yes. Good job, BearHugs. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches to her bag and pulls out a book. She gave me a book. What book is it, though? Please tell me it's a good book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted to. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? Boy, this game already got me tweaking, bro. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. My character is a freaking sick. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. No, I won't. This is staying on my bookshelf. I enthusiastically take the book. Enthusiastically, yes. Good job. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. So Yuri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, looks like nobody wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. Time to play some Brawl Stars. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? It's time for some Brawl Stars. I guess I can always read some of the book Yuri gave me. Oh gosh. I'm feeling a little too tired to read. Real. Time for some Brawl Stars. I could probably fall asleep right now. I closed my eyes and ended up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably going to seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. Man, my character really should have just been playing Brawl Stars. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. My hands are sweaty from clicking the mouse. But it's not like that at all, We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. It doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place, even if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. We can do the thing. Okay, that's vague. What's this? Sarah's taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. I would never say deliberating. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Aha, good thinking. Good thinking. I can't speak. My mouth is so, dry right now. Natsuki would love to do that. Ah, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Fire. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. Oh my gosh, we're simps. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. I don't admire anybody. Unlike me, who has any trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Alright, well. Wah! I wouldn't say that. I would be like, dude, what the frick? I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fell out of my chair. I was in a chair? Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. Dang. Alright, hold on. Be right back. I need some water, bro. I'm back. I'm sorry. I gotta cut this out, but I could have just stopped recording, but I felt lazy, so I wasn't going to. Let me, charge my headphones. Well, what I can do is actually do this. Make them turn on, and then I charge them like this. It's your fault for sleeping like that. Oopsie. My bad. This isn't the napping club. Might as well be. Does our school have a napping club? I need it. You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. Dang. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glanced over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. Why? It's true, though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. I got some water and my mouth is still so dry, and I actually need to lock in. That's what I do. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. It's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? That's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. No, you need to wake up on time, Ka. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You're clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking around all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. There's toothpaste stain in your collar right there. Right here. I tried to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Unfortunately, I don't really care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Dang! Are you shady like that? That's super mean. Real. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I started buttoning the blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. What? I have a white alter ego. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking about how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Huh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to pull close the button near her chest. Okay, bro. See, is this thing even fit you properly? What is this game? What is this, bro? It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you wouldn't notice sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? I'm not reading that. Don't say that out loud. Anyways, you look much better now. So, why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. Ugh, it's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons. We just wasted our time. She hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew. That's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? What are you saying? Why are you saying it like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me than bet anyone else would. Anyway. We're You're such a simp and I hate it. I'm regretting playing this game. That's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. I actually get up in the mornings, miss. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? Maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. Why are you blushing while saying that? I'm not even looking at the sprites. I'm reading, bro. You're doing it again, Sayori. But I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, oh my gosh. Like, she slid in. Okay, everyone. Huh? Monica suddenly calls out, "What? Echo. Shh. Echo, be quiet. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now?" Yay! BearHugs, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic. but Sayori still tries to wait to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember writing a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. For real though, I can really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I see. Can we not say pristine? Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply, as well as reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? How long is this? Alright, cool. 47 minutes. Not even bad. I don't know who I like. No polls on that. Or not. No. I guess we'll do Monica first, I guess. Well, I should start with Monica. Yesterday, she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in effort. Hi, BearHugs. Having a good time so far? Sure. Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share a poem with me? Sure. It's kind of embarrassing. Well, I guess I have to. Don't worry, BearHugs. We're all a little bit embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. So I guess, okay. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you have these sort of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are usually actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but or maybe some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it seems like you really care about each other's real being. I can't read. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. Are you sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. Oh wait, I thought that was me. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. Well, in any case, Sayori's writing kind of has a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. I would expect happy, not sad. Whatever. Who knew someone's happy and who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. And that's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Anyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. And don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. Why did the... No. Why did the music change? The music changed. I'm scared now. Why did the music change? Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peered inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel like a blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. What the frick does this mean? I'm sorry, what? He was looking... So, what do you think? What was it about, homie? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say I have some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, but it's coming on strong. It's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. When you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot too long, you'll get a big dark puddle of ink. So move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. We still got 3 people. That was like 5 minutes of me reading and talking. How long is this game? Who should I show my poem to next? I guess we're going up. Yuri. Oh, so that's how it is. This girl, bro. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes. More than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Are you saying it's bad? Oh, I don't like her already. So it's that bad. No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Buries her face in her hands. I'm sorry. This game is just like killing me. I couldn't help but notice it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical with new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. And I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up a writing style separate from the topic matters, and they form and fit the two together. What is she even talking? The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you should be paying for, or can be paying for. I can't even read. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone in the club gives you valuable feedback. Not to keep you be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to me, to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. He responds dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Excuse me, what? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Okay. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. It's hard to read. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I don't read scripts very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. It is pretty, it's just hard to read. That's a relief. I like the poem, even though it's short. It was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, BearHugs. Really? I must have totally missed the point. I did. I was low-key thinking of it. I don't even know what it was about. What have you guys got me playing? I suppose you only did glance over it after all. But remember, remember that poets often express their own thoughts and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem has only been symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it in that way. I would never say solemn. My posture is terrible. Alright, I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. It makes me happy that you think that. Just remember, it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Thank you, I guess. I'm gonna do Sayori. I don't like Natsuki. Oh my goodness. It's so good, BearHugs. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. Yuri's opinion was maybe more constructive than this. Do we like Yuri more than Sayori? Like, I guess that's how we... Okay, you know what? Or maybe even Natsuki's. I didn't even do Natsuki's. Well, are you sure you don't like it because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's a part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people, you know. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a BearHugs poem. Thank you. And that makes it feel extra special. Thank you. Feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. Real? Who does that? I'm really happy that you just wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but it doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, BearHugs. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thank you. Thanks, Sayori. I literally just said that. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? It will be my way of thanking you. Squiggly line. I'm missing all the squiggly lines, my bad. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Dude, this is an hour recording, bro. This is gonna kill me. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. I need to make sure this is not too loud. This isn't too loud. Okay, good. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. I want breakfast? Really? Sayori. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No? Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do a dang. Tragic. That's kind of tragic, though. Yeah, at least it makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still try my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say it like it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? Sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast, even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. Man, I had some cinnamon toast, bro. Dang, that was so good. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Who just texted me? I'll answer you in a little bit. Anyway, thanks for showing me. It was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Bro, how many people do we have, bro? One more, and then I don't know what's after this. What? Well, it's about what I expected sounding like you. It's a little bit blunt, and that's a little blunt. Excuse me? Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. I just didn't invoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? Hey, sorry. I'll pass. Well, anyways, I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. That's bars. Woo. Yeah, I told you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why aren't you so convinced I wouldn't? Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Man, this is so much reading. Seeing everyone around you do great things can really be disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is when it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I said it for a rhyme at the end and made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. And that's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I guess I decided humor with that last comment. I don't really care how old anyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. It was a little more stressful than I anticipated. My mouth is so dry right now, bro. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. It's a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. There better not be nothing crazy going on in my mind. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, staring respective. I minus the game on accident. As I read in tandem, what was the first one? You know. As I read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eye refers in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? I kinda did. Well, I mean, hers was the easiest one to understand, but dang. It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you had to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but they didn't really come out nice at all. I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. She sounds like a sassy pants. Dang. Sayori liked it, and BearHugs did too. Why am I in this car? Why me? Why me? Why me specifically? Can I have space? Oh, I can. So based on that, I'll gladly give suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And BearHugs like my poem too, you know. Why are they flexing about me? Yeah, I might be the only guy in the room, but gosh dang it, I don't have to be a flex. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki certainly stands up. Why'd the music stop? Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that BearHugs appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Oh gosh, here we go. They're arguing. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was fooling myself, I would deliberately go out my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one who's... who's I'm not gonna read that. Whose personality magically grew. Yeah, okay, I can't even read, bro. I wasn't the one whose personality magically grew a size bigger as BearHugs started showing up. Natsuki, Natsuki, that's a little. This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me after they noticed I was just standing there. BearHugs, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making all your poems all convoluted? Dang, I didn't even know that was a word. Convoluted for no reason. The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, BearHugs. Wait, there's a reason why we have so many deep expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessary limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, BearHugs? Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, for real though. I took 2 college classes, that's not a flex. Don't even. But whomever I agree with, they will probably think more highly of me. Alright. Dang. Well, I guess that's gonna be the end for this video. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you guys never miss a video. Actually, you know what? I don't know if I want to choose or not. Dang, I don't know what to do, bro. Alright, you know what? We're not gonna end the video yet, alright? I don't know why I said like and subscribe, but y'all should. I guess we go Yuri. I don't like Natsuki, really. Natsuki. You're right that I like your poem. See? Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand, Yuri. Eh? You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, but here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said your poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and you just told her how you felt. And if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Dang, I brought it back on it. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized, and I don't think you should too. Natsuki clenches her fist. In the end, nobody was taking her side. She's trapped, and at this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up feeling bad. I sound so mean. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sayori, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm gonna do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Dang. She didn't want to look at my face. That sucks. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and throws out. On her way out, she crumples up the phone with her hands and throws it in the trash. Natsuki, oh, she hates me now. I'm cooked. She didn't really need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stared down at her desk. I gently approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Everything all right? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri, how could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it just as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, BearHugs. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you part of this club now. Freaking sick. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, I would never do anything so shameful. So, one thing Natsuki say. Well, never mind that. I'm gonna make some tea. Good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Okay. Oh, yeah. Oops. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. Finally! How did y'all all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. I would say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. BearHugs, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends, too. so your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself that I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems that everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job of impressing those I want to impress. I dawned to myself with newfound determination. BearHugs, ready to rock home? Sure, let's go. Eehee. Sayori beams at me. It's truly been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I really can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, what about what happened earlier? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. It's really the first thing I've seen about that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Phew. You know, BearHugs, it's nice that I got to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... every day is going to be so much fun. Looks like Sayori still hasn't kind of the situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? I'm a simp. Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to see use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Dang. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. Oh, well, I guess we're going to save here. Alright, y'all. Well, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you guys never miss a video. Gosh, that was so much reading. Like, my tongue is dry. Alright. So, make sure you guys like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you guys never miss a video. After this, I have to record Fears to Fathom. So, I'm going to download that now. So, I'll see y'all later. Peace.
I might not be global, yeah. I'm humble. Some might say it's over, but not till it's over. Cruising in a car that's mobile, saving souls for God. Adds a total.